All right. Connection noises. Yes. Okay. Division 3, Week 3 predictions slash results. And how is this for a start? The lower seed won all matchups in Division 3. Who saw that coming? Not me. Because I predicted 2 of the higher seeds to win in Week 3. And that clearly did not happen. We'll start with Metro and Pleco. Now, these two had an unfortunate situation where we had a little bit of a disconnect. I think it was storms and internet going out for Metro, so a bit of a delay on finishing the set. But Pleco, absolute beast, by the way. This is not just someone who is 3-0. This is someone who is 3-0 against 3 other 2-1 players. So Pleco has knocked off Kilbenji, Nessie, and Metro, and all 3 of them have won their other 2 sets. So Pleco is firmly the favourite to win Division 3 at the moment. This week he gets to play against Quiet Professional, who is also 2-1. So Pleco is flying early and he's in a great position to finish top, firstly. Given, I think even with a loss, it seems pretty likely Pleco will play Keita in the last round. I imagine it could be someone else. It could be a Magoob. It could be Spare Hands. Depends on results. But that's what we've got. Yeah, Pleco. So yeah, Pleco, absolute beast. Really strong Division 3 player. Now, we go back to the results. Nessie got the win over Keita, but sorry, just got to scratch my ear for a moment here. Keita's landed some demos, and we're going to find out about those very soon. I don't think it was all that bad for Keita's situation in that set. Yes, she lost 2-0. But there's 2 prizes to this. You can win the whole of Division 3 and you can win a demo raft. Or you can land the best demo in Division 3 and land exactly the same prize. So Division 3, it's all open for you. It's all open for you in Division 3. Now, Magoob and Kilbenji. This was interesting. Benji, dark horse. I think he's proving himself here. He really is. He played very well against Magoob twice to take this 2-0. I did not see this coming in the slightest. And yeah, I wonder if Benji is going to work his way up into the top 4, top 2, and then be a strong candidate in finals. And maybe Pleco's win in week 1 over Kilbenji. Maybe this win, maybe Benji was just foxing. Or just taking some time to get used to the new settings and the new maps. Maybe he doesn't play a lot of these maps before and is trying to work out how he can best be suited to them. Even beating Magoob on Water Nomad as well. So that is a very strong performance. Magoob does enjoy his Water Nomad. So it's a very strong result there. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I have any notes on the last 3 matches here. Sadly, I didn't get around to watching the sets. I'm pretty happy with this prediction though. Got 2 greens in there. Getting a 2-1 correct. I think that's pretty strong. I think I'm pretty happy getting a 2-1 correct. That doesn't happen very often. So that's very nice. For Spare Hands, who has been good. Look, Spare Hands has lost to Benji 2-1. Has lost to Nessie 2-1. And now gets a win on the board. And has a chance against Logan Josh to add to that. I watched you watch my set. I did watch this set, didn't I? Of course, I did watch this set. I didn't watch this set, and I didn't watch this set. I absolutely watched this set. You're right. You're right, Spare Hands. I did watch your set. Oh gosh, there's been so many. I've forgotten. And yeah, that's why T90 rocked up at the same time on a Saturday afternoon. Ah, oh, how lovely. What a great time that was, actually. That's why I was just flustered. Couldn't believe I just saw that message come up. And I'm just like, hang on. That says first time chat. That says T90 official. Okay, we got a celebrity in the house. And then I forgot about everything else. I absolutely forgot about everything else that you played. Because I've watched you play your other sets. And I watched Buggy play his other sets. And so now it's like, did you guys play Aquarina? Because I think you both played Aquarina in previous sets. And then did you play it in this game? I don't know, maybe. Did you play Four Lakes? I don't think you played Four Lakes. I feel like I'd remember Four Lakes. It's completely, I'm going to just go grab the map draft. It's just gone over my head entirely. Entirely over my head. And once I get the map draft up, I'll probably remember a lot from the game. Yes, you had the best. Okay. Now it's coming back to me. All right. Yeah, I do hate Four Lake Pickers. It is true. Okay, how did I forget this? Okay, they played Pacific Islands. And Buggy won that. Yes, Buggy won that one, I believe, because I think Spare Hands would have done better on Aquarina, and definitely, I recall that the FC, you're right, yes, it's coming back to me, the FC play, it worked, the decision to play land and not really play on water after that, got a little bit messy, it happens, but then your execution was better on Aquarina, and then Migration went on for a very long time. That was like an hour something match that you were up. Spare Hands was winning in for a fair while. And eventually Buggy resigned. I think Buggy was Khmer and was trying to play with Light Cav and Hussar, but couldn't do the job. In the end, Spare Hands had Italians. I remember Migration games. That I remember. Lots of fun in the middle there, and eventually ran out of res. Happens. Yeah, definitely haven't watched Finchy Squid or Logan Josh QP, but got the predictions correct. Go me. Speaking of predictions, we got to do week 4. And we're going to jump straight into it here. I'm going Pleco 2-0, and as the chat has been talking about, Quiet Professional does not resign. It's the opposite to Finchy. He does not resign. And this set may be 2-0, and if it's 2-0, it's probably about 3 hours long. 3-4 hours long. QP's playing to the last Ville. So, if it's 2-0, if it's 2-1, well, got to be ready for a long, long time. Nessie and Benji. I think this is like a 9 a.m. Saturday set. I'm looking forward to that time slot. Early wake up on a Saturday, I can get around that. And I'm going to go with Nessie to break Kill Benji here. And that should be a really good set. The result here, these two players are fighting for that top 4, that, getting to host the best of 5s when we get to the knockout stage. Always nice. Metro and Keita, this should be a good matchup. Metro is who I predicted pre-tournament to win Div 3. And I'm going to stick with Metro getting a win here. 2-1. I think Keita's going to steal a map somewhere. Definitely not backing Keita out of this. So she's definitely got a good chance. Definitely has a good chance. So this will be a good set to watch. Hopefully that's at a friendly time. These two, Spare Hands, Logan Josh. I hope I was going to say, I hope I can cast this. I haven't seen a lot of Logan Josh yet. But Spare Hands has been proving to be pretty good. So hopefully that goes well. Oh, it's the Jake Raid. How are you going, sir? Hope you're well. I saw you've been playing some games earlier, getting the hands warm. So you got a set in 2.5 hours. I may still be going for that. May get to cast that one live. Yeah. When I saw you went live at like 4, I was like, this guy's going to go for 6-7 hours? I don't know about that. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for the raid. We're just going through the recap of week 3 here. We haven't done any of the demos yet. So we're all set to go for those. We're going to get through the rest of these Div 3 predictions, Div 3 demos, and work our way up. Magoob and Squid, both these players are desperately in need for a win. So this is where now, with the players who are with 1 win and players with 0 wins, it gets to do or die levels very quickly. Yes, it's a top 8, so 2 wins probably is enough. But you really, or 2 wins will be close. 2 wins may be enough, depending on bush ults and map difference. So we really need to see how that plays out for Division 3. But yes, it gets to a stage where we need wins. Otherwise, you put a lot of pressure on yourself in week 5. And I'm going to go with Magoob over Squid. And Buggy and Finchy, they played last night. I don't know what happened. I'm hoping for Rex. And I'm backing Finchy. I'm backing Finchy to win a map. I'm backing Finchy to win a map in this tournament. He's going to win a map. I believe it's going to happen, and I believe it's got a good chance of happening this week. I hope it's happened. Again, I don't know what's happened. I need to get some Rex, hopefully, and be able to watch it. Even if they don't post it, we can just go to Insights and grab it. So, Finchy, you can't hide from us. If we want to cast your set, we will cast it. So that is my quick rundown of Division 3 for week 4. And that will shape a lot of the tournament. Remember, you're playing for demos. And speaking of demos, I think it's time to load up some demos from Division 3 from last week. Now, I just need to get my little reference sheet up, which is a sticky note. We get to start with let me just full screen what we've got here. So Blue was casting the set between Metro and Pleco. So keep an eye on Blue's movements here. As a demo comes in from Metro on the wood line. Sorry, on the TC. Not on the wood line, on the TC. Metro brings a demo in and says goodbye to a whole host of vills there. Seven vills go down. So Pleco's up by 11 eco at this point. And then Metro sends a demo, 10 eco, and then suddenly it's 4. Pleco did not give up after this, as we did see. Pleco did get the win, but damn, that's a strong demo. That is a very strong contender for demo of the week in Division 3. Maybe given that there's no week 2 demo, we may have to provide 2 awards for week 3. But we'll see. We've got a couple more to show you. And both of these came from the same game. The same game, the same player in the same game, these next two in Division 3. And this is Kita versus Nessie. One demo backs out, another one comes in, skirms go to cross the river, and they don't. And that's 5 skirmishes that go down. And this immediately resulted in, as we can see there, just at the end there, it resulted in archers and spears fighting against only scouts and not against skirms as well. So, pretty handy situation, and it gave Kita a very nice position. Nessie had just got to Castle Age, got to click up to Castle Age, so it was having some nice timing. That's a pretty strong demo as well. So that is 2 very nice demos in Div 3. The people are starting to turn up. They're starting to be a bit lazy with their armies. And people are starting to queue demos and use demos on shallows, and they're ready. And this is good. The player base, we're all learning a little bit. Week 1 was a little bit slow. Week 2 was very slow. But week 3, how about that? But I said there were 2 from the same game. We're not done here yet. We have more. And we have more from the same player. And in my opinion, this one's a little bit better. Whoa. Okay. I'll just quickly hit pause there. Demo. Nessie's looking to cross with Vils, trying to build a TC. You can see the little TC there. So this is not too long after, right? This is maybe 5-10 minutes after. Walking across with Vils. He's already lost 5 skirmishes to a demo. There's demos roaming around. Don't have to worry about our scouts here. These are not kings in this game. And Vils walking across. We're like, hang on a minute. There's a demo here. In the demo comes. And 6 Vils go down on the crossing. And a bear wants to get involved as well. That's a pretty strong demo, if you ask me. What do we think, people? How good was that? 3 pretty strong demos this week in Division 3. Very, very well done by Kita twice and by Metro. Under the TC, it's not too bad. Under the TC is quite good. It also feels like it's very hard to split. It's very hard to split between the 3 of them, actually. They've each got their little pros and cons, right? This is Splash Random versus Water Nomad. Water Nomad, there's a bit of an expectation on this stuff. Splash Random. And given that map, you have to get the timing right. You need the timing right. You've got such a narrow window on those shallows to get your demo in place, ready. So, very good stuff by all 3. I think what Spare Hands has said there is the way we're going to go for the time being. We're going to say that the 2 that hit the Vils, so Metro's hit on Pleco's 7 Vils under the TC, and Kita taking out 6 of Nessie's Vils. We're going to reward both with a nomination. And we're going to send them both to the final. Well, the demo raft final for Div 3. And you will now see as well in the tournament hubs, I've added the prize pools just to the screens for people who want to view it. I know not everyone is in the Discord or has seen the handbook or whatever, so I thought I have the links to the hubs on my Twitch homepage, and that way people can see what's there. And I'll add both to the demo of the tournament nominees. And we'll see how that goes. Got a quick question here as to whether Finchy's guaranteed to play a 2-2 player. So Finchy's played Squid, Logan, Josh, Magoob, and Buggy. Then yes, he absolutely is. Week 5, Finchy will be playing someone who is 2-2 or yourself. If you're not. I think that's pretty much how it works. I'd be surprised if it comes through any differently. Keita, welcome. Just as A, Donut has left, so enjoy your dinner, Donut. And B, sadly, Keita, we had just finished Division 3. I don't know if you got to see any of what we went through in Division 3, but your demo, the demo that you landed on Nessie's Vills, is going through to the final vote, the popular vote. So congratulations on that. It was a very, very nice demo indeed. And the one before it got a little bit of a viewing as well on the skirms, but I like the Vills one more, so that's the one that's going to go through. Okay, coming up now. Sorry, I'll just answer Finchy's quick question here. No, you can't play someone twice. So you're guaranteed to play someone new in round 5. So it'll be guaranteed someone new. And look, Spare Hands, even if you win, there's a chance it's still you depending on bush ults, etc. So get to see how that all plays out. But time to move up a division. We'll go to Division 2. Change that over. Get my Division 2 sheets up and running. Go to results. Go there, and vision. Okay. From the top. Saws v Zack Attack. Oh, look at that. I got a 2-1 spot on. How good was that? These guys, they started on Copenhagen, and I was half watching, and I can't say I watched the next 2 games. But Saws clearly has pulled through. These two are both going to be very strong contenders. I imagine Zach will finish in the top 4, 5 as well. And they had a good set there. Set of the week, Braids and Ace. Holy. So firstly, I got it wrong. This was a joy to cast. Actually, I should highlight this one. This is what actually happened here. Braids and Ace was a joy to cast. Some very, very good Age of Empires between the two of them here. We had Canberra, where I believe that was a Braids win. But the main attraction, I think, was Pacific Islands. No, sorry, that was an Ace win, and Braids got Pacific Islands. They had some great... There's another Pacific Islands game here that I need to get to. But, yeah, Ace is proving to be a serious, serious threat in Division 2 here. Let me just grab the map draft so I can remember. And the Civ draft, because that... So I got that part of it right. I did remember where we were for that. So Braids played Mongols on Four Lakes, I think against Dravidians, and won. Yes, I think he won, and then Ace took the next two. Ace was very good on Pacific Islands, and then the Canberra strategy decided to play Byzantines against Ethiopians. Byzantines versus Ethiopians, and then Braid's push couldn't work, and the Byzantine player, I think, dropped a forward castle as Braids was going for his own castle forward, so it was just a bit too slow. I think he was going to transport in. Ace was getting ready to transport in some vills and drop a castle on the face and win that. But yeah, very good. Ace, serious contender here. I think that's what I've got. Ace is legit. So watch out if you're in Div 2, which is going to be Saws next. So Saws and Ace, that'll be a set worth watching. Our American friend is proving some serious competition. Cha-Cha and Blue. Ah, yes, it's the same comments here. There was some TC relocation shenanigans from Cha-Cha, and she couldn't quite make it work against Blue in the end. Persian TC relocations on Nomad. Blue was running and transporting, and Cha-Cha was transporting in to keep dropping more TCs, and then Blue had a sneak vill or two that were able to outpost the map and get away with the Nomad win. And in the first map on Splash Random, they had a similar map, actually, to Nessie and Kita, just without the shallows, so they couldn't really hit the demos, so they had to transport. And Cha-Cha dropped a castle, Viking castle, but wasn't making eco behind that, and Blue was able to stall whilst being on more than one TC at the same time, so Blue got the win. Now this set was something that was quite good to watch as well. A 2-1 for Hexy, didn't see that coming. Four Lakes, Hexy FC Grenadiers with Jerchins. Yeti, who has been doing his own FC strategies on Four Lakes, got caught out with the Vietnamese. And yeah, Hexy got the win there. Yeti pulled it back on Canberra. And then Hexy on Pacific Islands sends the vills forward. TC drop on Pacific Islands into a 90-minute blockbuster. Crazy game. Absolutely crazy game. So crazy, I believe it was Yeti who was taking the wood lines on the water. That's how good that was. I don't know if you were watching that one, Finchy. I know you've asked about it before. I believe it was you that had asked about it. Yeti was taking the wood lines around the corners of the Pacific Islands map. Sent like four transport ships out to different wood lines. Because he kind of won water. I think I got the players right in this way. He kind of won water, but then got pushed on land too hard. I don't think I got the players wrong. Well, one of them definitely went out and went crazy out there. It was very good. TDI Jeremy. Jesus, another red result. Jeremy. Oh my. This was a set. I recommend watching that VOD back. Game 1. Shu vs Goths. Golden Swamp. You'd think easy win for Goths. They counter the Shu. Shu are archers. Goths have Huskarls. Shu also get pretty good champions and longswords themselves. They don't get attack upgrades, but the rest of it's okay. And Jeremy's quickly switched into longswords, and Huskarls had nothing. And then this game went on forever. And my comment, I think, oh, actually, there was a comment here, off meta into 90 minutes game 3. And then this set, the game 3 on Splash Random here, saw TDI land a demo ship, maybe. We'll have a look very soon. And then he's gone forward trying to castle drop against a player who had about 15 archers on the field without any army. And then got pegged back. And then got pegged back some more. And then tried to go for a relic victory. Collected 5 relics. Missed the 6th one. Hiding in the corner of the map. Very unfortunate. So Jeremy got the win in 3 there. Very strong. Now, unfortunately, Matthew and Chipmunk, neither player was really available / made enough effort to schedule this set. So they both get a loss. Which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, we talked about it within the admin group about whether either of them was more to blame than the other. And eventually we settled on the fact that both could / should have done more. And that set could have gotten played. And therefore, yeah, we were in a position where decided that they both lost, and then that caused the delays on getting the week 4 fixtures out because it caused some issues with the Swiss matchups. Prawn and Thrillo. I was a big fan of the way Thrillo played this set. We're going to see something from him coming up soon. A couple of good games there. Went to 3. And maybe Prawn with maybe a bit more experience, just a bit more reload, generally speaking, and got the win in the end. Another Splash Random game there. Very nice. Slaters got the win over Pancho. Unfortunately, I missed this set. They did play it late. I fell asleep on Sunday at like 7:30. This set was at 8:30. Disaster. And then we had our fill-in. A fill-in? A replacement player. Tricky Mickey, who came in for ammo. And Tricky came in and got the job done on the Jake. Again, someone that doesn't like playing water just found a way to not play water on these maps. It's extremely exciting and fascinating to watch these people try so hard. And Jeremy's another one that's good at it. TDI is also kind of good at it. But Tricky went to another level with trying so hard to not play water in this tournament. And he's going to do the same in the next 2 weeks unless he's playing everyone for fulls. So he's done amazingly to win 2 games here. Golden Swamp and Nomad he got wins on. And got the loss on Migration, where it's a little bit harder to avoid playing water. He did go for a bit of a TC relocation there on Migration and couldn't quite make it work, as you can just run. It's a bit easier, it's a bit slower to do it. Takes a bit longer to get the transport ship over there. But yeah, Tricky did very well. He did very well on Golden Swamp and on Nomad to get a win on the board. And yeah, unfortunately for the Jake, goes 0-3. So between the Jake and Pancho now, I think that is technically tournament over in terms of being able to make the top 8. However, still playing for a demo raft. You absolutely can land yourself a demo raft by getting an incredible demo. So there is no point giving up. Play some maps that you think you can land some big demos and have some fun and learn the maps that are still going around, and just put yourself in a great position for if we do this again. Predictions. Saws and ace. This will be good. I'll go with saws. I'll try to smash through these a little bit here. Zach and braids. I feel like I have to try and back braids in, who is my tournament prediction. Gonna stick by him. Also up against braids in Ozdraft 4 Grand Final. So braids captain of his team and is through to the Grand Final playing against Team Char Char, which I'm in. And so is Jeremy, and so is Tricky, and so is Matthew. Which is why we're going to win. Because all four of my teammates are here. Don't see Braids' teammates all here. So, but yes, good luck to Braids against Zach, and good luck to Braids in the Ozdraft final as well. Prawn and Hexy, I mean, this is riveting stuff. I think this is Thursday night. I think I've already put my name down. I want to cast this one. This will be exciting. I'm going to go with Hexy. The off-meta stuff. I like it. I'm a fan. Blue and Jeremy, these two have already played. And there was my prediction. They played last night. No spoilers, but you can see my prediction there. Yeti and Tricky. These are two players who... I think Yeti is happier on a land map than he is on a water. So this may be interesting to see how they go there. And I'm going to go with Yeti. But we'll see how Tricky goes. I'm looking forward to seeing how Tricky goes here. Char Char and Chipmunk. Obviously Chipmunk out of practice after last week. Going to back Char Char in, I think. She tried a couple of things against Blue. They didn't quite work out, but I think if she goes back to standard-ish play, should be able to do the job. TDI Slaters. Gone TDI. TDI is such a tough one to predict. He's 1 and 2. A win here, and then a loss to Zack Attack. No issues there. A surprising loss to Jeremy. But then he's also one of the highest ELO players going around. Well, one of the highest ELO players in Division 2. So I just expect him to do better. I'm expecting you to do better, TDI. Get your head in the game, mate. Matthew and Thrillo. Maybe this is a bit of a surprise for people. But I actually quite like the way Thrillo played against Prawn. Definitely was ready. And maybe Matthew's not ready. Again, didn't play last week. Maybe he's just not quite as locked in on this tournament. I think Thrillo is. And remembering when it comes to these players now that are 1 and 2, 1 win, 2 losses, it's kind of do or die here. You lose this week, very hard to end up on the required wins plus Butchos to get you into the top 8. So, just think that Thrillo might be in a better spot to get it done. And the set we got later tonight, I'm just hoping both players can get a win on the board. So the Jakes got a map win. So hopefully Pancho gets a map win. And I'm backing Pancho to get a map win, but just the one. I think the Jake with the long stream earlier today was looking good. Playing some Four Lakes I saw as well. So I'll back into Jake here to get the 2-1. The Hexi game was asked about, and that is 7:30 p.m. on Thursday. That's Australian Eastern, so 2 hours later in New Zealand. But yes, very, very good. Yeah, 9:30 over in the East. All right, demos? We should do some demos, right? Div 2 demos, people? That's what it's time for. It's time for some Div 2 demos. And we get to start with the sole nomination from week 2. I don't think it was that one. Was it that one? I think it's this one. People, it's this one. Watch the demo come in on the crossbow. And very nice by Blue. Wait, yes, by Blue. Because that was Blue's point of view I was watching there, who's playing as Grey. Blue playing as Grey lands a demo on Slater's crossbow in a position where the scores are level, and think this is splash random that they're playing on. Yep, there was 2 in this clip, which was the best part. There's the one just a little bit further down. Here they go. Demo comes in. Actually, that's your demo on his fire ships. Yeah, the patch. Oh, the patch. The bloody patch. But yes, that's a very nice one. That's what, 6 dead crossbow there? 6 dead crossbow. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. And that is enough to get a week 2 nomination for Division 2. So well done to Blue. Enters the running with that crossbow hit. And now it's time to get the next fun one. So the week 3. The week 3 hits. We start with Ace against Braids in the game 3 on Canberra. The demo is there. Is it going to go for the galleys, or is it going to take out the 4 Repairvilles? That's pretty good, people. Drop your ratings in the chat out of 10. What do you think? On any of these, all of these. Well, that's okay. The crossbow one is through, Finchy. The crossbow one is week 2. That is in. That is locked away. This is the first one for week 3. So we've got 2 more week 3 demo hits to look at. And so this one, that was the first one. Ah, muted. You're right. I'm muted. No, that's a me problem. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. It's Ace again. This time was in game 2. And it was fire ships that went down. And a decent amount of damage. Solid demo. On the fires, though. We do like seeing land units get taken out. Mostly like seeing land units get taken out. But this is a close game. It's a close game. We know Ace goes on to win it. The water situation is close. And down goes a whole host of fires there. That's strong. That's strong, people. It's a strong hit. However, I would like to turn your attention, if this wants to load at the right timestamp. It does. Thrillo against Prawn. There's Manaspa on the field on Golden Swamp. And a demo, and the Manaspa turned back. And that's a fair few Manaspa that go down, people. That's a fair few Manaspa that go down. We'll have a look at the full count. And the Monk, is the Monk safe? The Monk is safe. 6 Manaspa go down. 378 damage. It's pretty strong. That's a nice one by Thrillo. That's a very, very nice demo hit there. And we've got one more. One more to show you. And this will be on Water Nomad. And it will be Slaters against Pancho. Dravidians v Armenians. Unsuspecting Vils on the woodline. Takes their time and takes out 4 Vils. I feel like... I really like it. However... There's 8 Vils there. And I feel like more of them... Yeah, it feels like more of them could have gone down. It feels like it just took a little bit of time. Bit of time to explode. We're waiting. And if it just managed to get in there... That demo just needed to get there and it would have taken out 7. The galley micro is going on at the same time, is it? Yes, I imagine you're doing a fair bit more at this point than just trying to kill Vils on a woodline. It's 20 to 18 Vils at that point, so it still takes out 4. I think I'm with chat on this one in that Thrillo's hit on the Manaspa will go down as our week 3 nomination for Division 2. Slaters is going hard at this. He's already got the nomination from week 1. He was the victim of the nomination in week 2. And is now trying to had a solid nomination, solid case for the nomination in week 3. So Slaters knows where his qualities lie, and that is being an option on both ends when it comes to the demo bounty. Very good. So it'll be blue for the crossbow hit in week 2, and it will be Thrillo for landing the Manaspa in week 3. And that means we've got one more division to get through. And we have, let me tell you, when it comes to demos, we have left the best until last. We absolutely have left the best till last here. There is only one demo hit to talk about here, and it is the best. I am sorry. Like, it is... If we're talking about the impact and the damage done, I think this is the biggest one of the tournament so far. I haven't got the exact numbers. I hope that it hasn't broken on the patch. I've just taken it off a stream. I'm not going to spoil which one. But yes, that's what we've got. We've got Division 1, people. We will start by looking at the results from week 3. And to start with, oh God, I have done an awful job. I've gone 4 reds. I've gone 4 reds. No way. Unbelievable. Does someone want to jump in and do this for me? How have I gone? I've gone 4 out of 4 reds. All wrong. This is awful. Awful, awful. I'm watching these people play and I still can't figure it out. Maybe they're just too good. They're so good I can't figure out how good they actually are. Can we talk about Robo for a moment? I got no comments here. Robo has knocked off now. He's beaten Bananasaurus in week 1, but then he's taken what I guess you would call the big 2 in Australia at the moment with Soxy and Noz. Is it a big 3? Is Robo actually part of this conversation here? I mean, on water maps, he's the 3-0 player, not the other 2. So, note that one down, people. Robo coming for the title. Robo enters the chat last week. Well, this week he laid down a statement. 2-0 over Noz. Super strong. Talon and Soxy played a nice set. Late. I was half asleep watching it. They played a good one on a Splash Random map. I think it was the game... I don't know if it was the game 3, but it was a really nice long game which went very late. But, yeah, Persians for Soxy couldn't quite get the job done. Thought there may have been a wonder coming up in that game. Like it was close at points. I'm thinking, oh, could you see a wonder? But not to be. Timber got the job done on... Oh, sorry. Kados got the job done on Timber. Oh, this... Timber had the most unfortunate start to a game that you can ever have. So... There was a Div 2 game where someone lost a Vil to a boar in Copenhagen and it was about 2 minutes in. This happened to Timber in the first 10 seconds of game 1 on Copenhagen. Goes to grab a boar and forgets about the Vil. Just not the way you want to start a set. It's like you're excited, you're getting into it, and you do that. Put him on the back foot for the rest of Copenhagen, unfortunately. Did get a win in game 2 to take it to 3, but Kados got the job done on, I think Water Nomad was game 3 from memory. And then Kiwi did the job on Bananasaurus. I thought Bananasaurus was going to bounce back. He promised better performances after game 1. We saw it in week 2. Was it not there in game 3? They had a really long game on a Golden Swamp-ish like Splash Random generation. And there's a bit of a highlight coming from that one very soon. Now, quick predictions. Robo Talon. Well, I've predicted Robo to not win the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to predict him to win this week. We'll see what he does. We'll see what Talon can do. Talon's next, right? Noz and Soxy couldn't. Bananasaurus couldn't. Can Talon do it? Noz and Kados. I'm backing Noz to bounce back here. Had a bit of a rough week last week. Poor Noz. Yeah. Took Moray to 5 games in TTL, but just fell short in the end. Has another chance, though. There is another chance for Noz to get into the silver bracket of TTL. So let's all get behind him in that as well. Fingers crossed we can have some Aussie representation there. And as for Girt By Sea, I'm going to back him to get the win. Soxy also had a good set in TTL qualifiers, but had probably the toughest round of 64 opponent in Jordan. So unfortunately for Soxy, couldn't get up there. And I again will back him to get the win in Girt By Sea. Look, TTL is not handing out an elite cannon galleon for first place. So I don't blame the players for wanting to put more effort into Girt By Sea than TTL. So looking forward to seeing them all just start to turn it up, turn on their performances from now on. And the last set in Division 1, Timber versus Banana. Banana, come on, we're here now. This is the one. I'm going to back Timber to get the set win, but I think Bananasaurus will steal a game and, yeah, make a good set of it. Now, they played last night. I don't actually know the result last night. So, there's that. Noz had Thalassocracy. He did. Forgot that. He won, I believe. I believe he won. I'm going to have to go check that. I think Noz won. I did check it, and I believe it was a win. And he gets to play the guy who just ever so just beat me last week. So, yes. Noz will get to play Tato in Thalassocracy this week. We'll have a look at that after we grab a demo hit. We have a demo hit to look at, people. Oh my gosh. There's only one. So there was nothing from week 2. But week 3 has come in with the goods. Week 3 has come in with the goods. It's Kiwi Bananasaurus, and you can see the golden swamp-like splash random that we're talking about. That is a demo ship. That is not a heavy demo. That is a Castle Age demo. And if we look at the units that are running across the field, there's a couple of them. We have Roman Cavalier, and I'm just gonna actually no. We're gonna get Donut's audio on this one. I think it will work. It should work.
As the let's go. A double! Hey! Nice. Oh, we're gonna see it again? Come on. Yes! Oh my god, that was so good.
Holy.
It is
holy. Look at those Cavalier just disappear. They just melted. That was incredible. I mean, there was a few of them in there. A couple of, softened them up a little bit. But the last one, or last two, just squeezing those Cavalier. Yes, Bananasaurus needs to know the award for this doesn't go to him. He's got to actually land the demo himself. Oh boy, that was good. That was good. Triple demo in play for Kiwi, and that nomination will hit the end. Hit the final voting. I know it is. So it's just grouped as one. It's grouped as one, and you have to consider it in that fashion as well, right? You got to go, oh, it was really good, but it was 2 demos. It was 3 demos. That's why I like to grab the overall damage that's been hit as well, just so people can see what each demo has actually dealt. I hope we can go back and grab this wreck still and it wasn't old patch, and I'm able to see the actual damage and the HP on the Cavalier beforehand. But it's treated as one. It's like one engagement, the same way Slater's in week 1. It's 2 different demo rafts on 2 different sets of wood lines, but they are treated as one, given they were both at the same time. They both went at, one went to the gold, one went to the wood line, pretty much one after the other. It was part of the same play. So it's eligible, but you consider it as such, right? You will, keep that in mind when it comes to voting, that it was 2, but it's also Cavalier. I think you need 2 to take down Cavalier. I don't think you can do it with 1. So, very nice. Kiwi hits the nominations board for that one. And I think that actually wraps up the predictions. And the recaps. And the demos. So what do we want to do now? We're kind of there. That's it. We did it. How long did that take? Hour 12. I can get around that. Good stuff, people. I hope you enjoyed that. Not going to end the stream, but I hope you enjoyed that.